So again, thanks for your patience, everybody. We're tonight going to be playing a really, not just a game, but we're playing a semi-final in the world's only tournament for a cannabis game show. In fact, there's no other cannabis game shows out there. This is a one-of-a-kind thing that I have going on here. Something I'm very proud of, and we just finished the quarterfinals last week. Tonight and next week we're playing the semifinals, and in 2 weeks' time, sorry, like 3 weeks' time, the first week in July, we're not playing the game show. We're playing games with everybody else. In like 3 weeks, sorry, no, 2 weeks' time, yeah, semifinal, and then the next week we're going to have our joint rolling contest, our bong contest, our pipe contest, our t-shirt contest, and our song or poem contest, where you write like a song or poem and submit that. And so we give out prizes for all the different entries. In fact, this year I may as well give a book away to everybody that wins in all the various prizes. If you want to be in the joint rolling contest, you need your own half gram. And we make everybody like weigh it up together, and we roll all the joints together, and we do a couple things to see who's the best joint roller. But you have to sponsor yourself in that one. Again, you have to bring your own bong and t-shirt and all that too, obviously. But yeah, in 2 weeks' time, we're having our annual contest for all these things. And then the week after that, we're going to play the final game of Reach for the Pot this year here, the tournament for all the bongs, because the winning 4 players in this tournament get personal trophy bongs. And so these guys, none of the players tonight have actually won a bong, but we have played this tournament. This is our 8th year we've had a tournament for Reach for the Pot. And so it's just getting bigger and better. In fact, we're taking it on the road this year. I'm going to be playing Reach for the Pot in Edmonton, Calgary, Toronto, Medicine Hat, London, Kitchener, Ontario, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But that's all into the future. In the here and now, these guys are going head-to-head to see who gets to go for the bongs in, well, I guess, 3 weeks' time. And so we got a couple of great teams here, although unfortunately the captain of the Kushy Daze has had to step out due to some health problems. So we found a great recruit from the club, Dan, and we have 4 solid members of the Buyers Club over here, so it's a very good team still. And we got the Chiefly Puffins over here eyeing up the bongs, so it'll be a hard-fought contest here tonight, to be sure. And so I'll explain the rules, because Dan, actually, have you even seen this game before? You did? Okay, well that's cool, that helps. But some of the people watching have it. Actually, Tom hasn't seen the game either. You just jumped into this, haven't you? Right on. So here's how it works. I got 8 questions where I'll ask a question, and if you know the answer, you clap. That's hitting the buzzer. As soon as you clap, I'm going to get you to give me an answer. You can't talk to your teammates anymore. You can't think anymore. You got to give me up some kind of answer. If you get it right, it's for 20 points. If you don't, the other team gets a shot at it for 20 points. If they don't get it correct, I try to give out some more hints and talk about it, and you get another chance for 10 points for the second guess. If no one's second guess is correct, then we do multiple choice. I'll explain that when we get there. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I make up everything else as we go, so that's the rules. And here we go. So the first question I ask each week is usually about either Hempology 101 or what we call our sister club, the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. For over 16 years, I and others have been selling cannabis products to people with permanent physical disabilities and diseases. It's something I actually started when I lived in a van. I moved to Victoria and just started Hempology, started having these Wednesday night meetings, started to go up to the university and network up there. And then I started meeting sick people, and so I started to help them out. I just simply got a pager and a pamphlet and started helping people out of my van. And now I have approximately 4,000 patients that come to the Buyers Club. I've gone from a van to an apartment to a store. We've had for over 11 years. It's been quite the strange trip. If you want to read about it, I got a whole bunch of my newspapers up here, the Cannabis Digest. They're all free, and they're all different. They all contain, some stories are ongoing, but they're all different in the information that they have in there. And they're great for trivia games like this, I'll tell you that. But tonight's first question actually isn't in the newspaper and has nothing to do with the Buyers Club. But it does have everything to do with Hempology 101, because we've done a lot with Hempology, and this year we're going to be exploding. This is the biggest year ever for Hempology, and I say that for a couple reasons. The big one being, I am very close to publishing a textbook for Hempology 101. It may even be here by next week. They started printing it today in Manitoba, so I'm hoping it's getting shipped here by next week, and we'll be able to have them here. But yeah, it's really exciting. And they won't be available in stores until July 17th, which is like the day before I take off to Ontario. But I will be selling them here for $20, and if you ever catch me for 20 bucks, but it'll be $24.95 in stores and online. And it's something that we hope to use this textbook to have Hempology happening on more campuses around Canada and the world. We already have 4 universities with campus clubs for Hempology 101. At UVic, we're the biggest club on campus. We have a club at UBC, Up Island at Vancouver Island University, and another club actually in New Brunswick, way on the other side of Canada at Mount Allison University. And at these universities, the big event we have in the year is a big convention. I get speakers from various parts of the field, you could say, from hemp, medical marijuana, and activism, and we get the speakers together to talk about what's happening in the movement. And the other thing that I really hope to inspire or to find the right people to help with is lecture series. I teach a free lecture series at the university as well. There's 22. It's a free non-credit lecture, so you don't pay for it. You get to watch it for free. We put it up on YouTube as well. Gee, it's kind of an easy question, really, for the semifinals, but I was kind of rushed tonight, so I made a few easy questions here. So let's see. How many years have I taught the free lecture series at the University of Victoria? What do you think? 16 years. No, it's not 16 years. We've had the club at the university for 16 years, but I haven't been teaching the lecture series all along. So that's kind of a hint. It's less than 16 years, but I ain't giving any more than that. So
you should know.
Is that a happy you're guessing because you clapped and all that, right? 5. No, it's not 5. It's more than 5 and less than 16. And it's still worth 10 points. What do you think, Evan? 8 years. No, it's not 8 years, but fuzzy clap. 6 for 10 points. It is 6. You were so close, but not quite. Yeah, I started teaching the lecture series as soon as I was allowed back on campus. I was actually busted up at UVic for sharing joints, because sharing is trafficking, if you didn't realize that. We've probably all trafficked here tonight. But yeah, sharing a joint is trafficking. In fact, I've been busted for sharing cookies. I was trying to give out 420 cookies. They busted me for that. So I wasn't allowed up at UVic between 2000 and 2005. And then as soon as I was allowed back in 2005, that September, I think, we started up the lecture series. And since then, the club has, again, become the largest club on campus, which has been a lot of fun and worth 10 points to the Kushy Daze. So there you go.
The Rowing Club.
Now, I mentioned my newspaper, the Cannabis Digest. Again, great source of trivia information for games like this. And if you go into the back of the newspaper, if you're a medical marijuana patient, you'll find a list of dispensaries all across Canada, and it's growing with each issue. There's more and more. Actually, pretty much every time I go to Vancouver, I visit a new club. And let's see. Uh-oh. Now I just realized I probably screwed up here because this is going to be too easy for Fuzzy. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Fuzzy does. Yeah. Let's see if I screwed up here, folks, because tonight's second question is about where one of these dispensaries is. And the reason I mentioned Fuzzy is because he actually mails out a lot of these newspapers to these clubs.
Well,
I'm not even sure if this is one on the list, though. But let's see if he knows it. In what Canadian city is the Rainbow Medicinal Cannabis Canada? What do you think? There it is for 20 points. He beat you to it there. So nice one in Toronto. There's a lot of clubs in Toronto. It's really quite surprising. And it's even more surprising one of them would be called Rainbow, because you'd think it'd all be, you know, corporate cannabis. But no, it's the Rainbow Medical Cannabis Club, a nice group of folk. In fact, when we went there a few years ago, that was the only dispensary that helped Gail out because she had her medical information. They all wanted doctors' signatures and stuff. Some clubs are pretty bureaucratic, but they're a really nice group and they helped her out.
They are awesome.
So there it is. Chiefly Puffins picked up 20 and they got the lead, but lots of points left, folks. So look, more trivia coming out of my newspaper. We all know cannabis is one of the largest industries in Canada, but it's not something that the powers that be will often admit. But every once in a while they do. For 20 points, in what year did BC Business Magazine say that pot was the second biggest contributor to the BC economy? Gee, I can't even remember what article that's out of.
Can I grab one more?
I think it was out of Dana Larson's article on end prohibition. Dana Larson promotes the NDP and works within them. Oh no, wait, I remember. It's an article that's up in the box, you know, where you guys go smoke pot like every day. Oh, you're not. Oh wait, well you've been in there a bit, but anyway, it was an article. I was just in the Duncan newspaper about hemp being the next big agricultural crop in the Cowichan Valley. So 2008, holy cow, man. There it is, 2008. The BC Business Magazine. Now, I think that's a load of crap. I think it's the biggest industry in BC. They didn't say what was, but I can't see what's bigger because trees aren't anymore, I'll tell you that. But anyway, the Chiefly Puffins have just picked up some big fat points there, but there's still lots to go. And look, more trivia out of my newspaper. There's lots of information in the newspaper about what's happening with cannabis and in the movement. And here's a quote from the newspaper. Can you tell me what web page this quote is referring to? This is one of the best cannabis and other drug news forums in the world. What is that referring to? What page? Treating Yourself. No, it's not Treating Yourself. So you guys could pick up a big 20 points here. You could use it. It's one of the best cannabis and other drug news forums in the world. Who do you think that is? MedPod. There it is. MedPod.net. So Fuzzy and Kushy Daze are not giving up here and got 30 points to the 40 of Chiefly Puffins. So we got a damn good game on here tonight, folks. And my goodness, more trivia.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, no. I forgot who was in the game tonight, damn it. This one's not fair, because Fuzzy will get this one for
you better
sure.
think of something else then.
Yeah, I gotta wake the hell up when I'm doing this stuff.
The hell?
Okay. So,
start paying attention.
Tonight's fifth question comes from this book here that Tommy Chong wrote, The I Chong. What is the missing word in the subtitle for Tommy Chong's book? Oh, you got one of these too, don't you, Evan?
Oh, no.
Okay. So let's see if you know how this book here. What is the missing word? The I Chong, blank from the joint. Blank from the joint. Do you guys know this book here? Can't show you more than that. That's a really tough one here. Again, I was kind of scrambled getting ready for the game. What do you think? Tales from the joint. No, it's not. What do you think, Jenny? Straight from the joint. No, it's not tales or straight from the joint. It's kind of, well, gee, it's kind of tough. So maybe I'll do multiple choice if you guys aren't ready for a guess. One more guess for 10 points. The I Chong, blank from the joint. Meditations from the joint. There it is. That's some really tough trivia there, folks, but there it is. Meditations from the joint. So that's 10 more points. So Chiefly Puffins have got a 20-point lead here, but that could go up in a puff of smoke. In fact, tonight's next 10 points is the smoking contest. So it is going up in a puff of smoke here. If you haven't seen it before, the smoking contest is pretty simple. Each team gets 1 gram. guys have your own papers? And the first team to roll 2 joints and smoke it gets 10 points. So you guys got a pipe as well? Okay. Okay, so like I say, each team gets a gram. They got to roll 2 joints and smoke it as fast as possible. And so, oh, it's broke open? Okay, well then I'll get, okay, break open your bag and put the pot out. They kind of got a little anxious over there. So yeah, get the pot out on the bag, or pot out of the bag. And you guys got a pipe over there, see, you guys know what you're doing. So, oh, need a lighter, wow.
What?
Oh, you're subbing out of this here, Owen? Okay, Josh is subbing in, all right. Good choice. So, yeah, like I say, I think the teams understand how it goes. Now, you can't smoke the roach in the pipe until both roaches are in there. Okay? Yeah, you can light the joints as soon as they're ready, but you can't smoke the bowl. Oh, okay. Well, you can pull them apart and rip them. Yeah, I don't have anything better.
But I have to do it in 2, right?
Yeah, 2.
Do you want these? Yeah, we could just take a few of those.
Okay. Cheers. It's always nice to see the teams being good to each other up here. So anyway, yeah, both teams have got their pot on the book and are ready to roll. So we'll start the contest tonight in 3, 2, 1, go. So if you want to keep up to date on what's happening with Hempology and the Buyers Club, the best place to do that online is our forums. You can find them, you go to hempology.ca on the right hand side. We have a store there as well for Hempology. You see got our buttons and stickers and stuff like that. And so, actually now that I think about it, I got cards for everybody. Here, Steve, you mind helping out? So I got postcards here from you, Vic. It's actually kind of a blooper. It's a picture from 2 years ago. We made a postcard up for this year. But it is a 420 circle up there. Oh, back to the game show here. We got Cheaply Puffins have lit one of their joints, but it looks like, yes, it's true. The Kushy Daze have got both their joints lit. Oh, look, yep, it's happening quick here. All the joints are lit, and they're just going for it. So, yeah, so like I say, we have a whole bunch of different web pages, but our forums are the ones that contain the most information about our work. We have our minutes for our nonprofit society that we put up there, so you can see a lot of the different activities that we're up to. And we are one of the most active groups in Canada, between publishing our newspaper, working at campuses, and now publishing our textbook. Hempology is certainly one of the most active, which is kind of sad, because that partly means that nobody else is doing shit in this country. But nevertheless, we are loud and proud here, and I'm really going to have a lot of fun taking the game show and Hempology on the road and showing people, you know, how to have fun with cannabis. And so the Cheaply Puffins are puffing right along here, and none of the roaches are in the pipe yet. Looks like Cheaply Puffins are a little bit ahead here. Little bit, but it's kind of, look, oh, they got the joint running there. That'll do it. Yeah, it just ran right up the side. You can't light it till it's all in there. But yeah, like I say, if you want to check out our YouTube page as well, we've got lots of great old videos on our YouTube pages. We got not just videos of the game show and the lectures, but got a video of me making hempcrete. And all sorts of other cool stuff. But let's see, here we go. The Cheaply Puffins are not taking anything for granted. They got both roaches in the pipe now. Yeah, it just happened like that. I started babbling. But
oh, nice pipe.
These guys aren't giving it up just yet. But yeah, it's a pretty full bowl there. It's a pretty full bowl. Oh, they had a little bit left on the rolling tray over here, so it's not just roaches got to get smoked. So it looks like Kushy Daze has their work cut out here. There it is. There it is. The chiefly Puffins are puffin-like chiefs over there.
All right.
So, bam, there it is.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Oh, you guys rocked it, man.
Yeah, they did.
So we'll get you to just keep the book there to write on here for the next one. The next points I kind of call a challenge question, where each team is asked to write a list, and 10 points will go to the team that has wrote the longest list. And I'm going to be a little tough. I'm going to take away a point for every incorrect guess. So if you guess incorrectly, then you're going to lose one of your correct answers. But tonight's challenge question is, name people that have been arrested at Hempology or the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. People that have been arrested either at a Hempology event or at the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. And so that's a pretty challenging question, meant, you know, really for some of the staff and old timers around here. But yeah, we've been around for, you know, coming up 17 years, and we've had lots of encounters with the authorities. Hopefully not many more, but we do push our luck at times. And the next time we're doing that is Canada Day. I forgot to remind everybody, but coming up here July 1st, we're going to hotbox the front steps of the courthouse again. We've done it for the last few years. We've got curtains that we put on either side of the stairs at the courthouse there, and we can fit about 70 or 80 people in there and have a really nice hotbox. So that's at 4:20, right in the middle of the day on Canada Day. And the police have totally let us do it the last few years. And in fact, last year they pretty much told the security to leave us alone, that we're not causing a problem, and that they can't do anything about it. And so it's something that we're really looking forward to doing it, and certainly don't expect anybody to be arrested that day. They have better things to do. But we have had interactions with the police. Okay, here it is. Here's a crazy Hempology story. We used to do 420 on Canada Day at Beacon Hill Park. We used to do it over there by the band shell. And at the same time, there's like hundreds of people here. There's thousands of people in Beacon Hill. They got a band shell, they got music going and stuff, right? So we had about 200 people smoking pot over there. Everything's chill. And all of a sudden, a couple of cops on horses come up. And so somebody like gets my attention, and I go over to talk to the cops when I realize why they came. Because there's this naked hippie standing there talking to the police officers, like everything's cool. So I came over and started to talk to the officers, and other people as well were like, that's okay, we'll take care of him. But he thought it was perfectly fine to be buck naked there at 420. And we put a blanket around him, and we sat him down on the ground, and I literally, with another friend, pulled this guy's pants on. I've never in my life pulled another guy's pants on, but I figured we better do it to make the cops leave, right? So we pull his pants on, and we kind of let him go, and the cops are getting ready to leave, right? They didn't want to be there. They knew what we were doing, but all of a sudden, buddy jumps up, whips off his pants, comes running straight over here, right? Where there's like hundreds of people with all their kids and shit, right? So he runs into the crowd, the cops follow him. 20 seconds later, he comes running straight back with like 10 camera guys following him, taking pictures of him, including a reporter for the Times columnist that I recognized. So they come charging back, and all of a sudden he like starts standing amongst everybody at the 420, just trying to pretend it's all cool. Meanwhile, there's like cops on horses, cops on bikes, and photographers coming over, taking pictures of us and all, and this naked hippie standing there. And so I saw Lars coming. He's one of the officers from downtown, who in the 90s was not very nice at all. Not that he's gotten much better, but he was mean as hell. So I knew he was going to get hurt. So I went over to this kid, and I just kind of grabbed him, and then just held him and took him over to Lars where they handcuffed him and took him away. It was really a sad situation because the kid had really lost it. But it was one of the last times we had a 420 here in Beacon Hill Park because it really wasn't a very comfortable thing, and we stopped advertising for it after that. And yeah, now we're at the courthouse. Anyway, that was a long story, and I'm going to call it right there. No more names, guys.
Who won?
Let's see how you guys did. That was a pretty tricky question there tonight. But let's see where it is. So I'll get the Chiefly Puffins first. They got me. Yeah, I've been busted at a lot of Hempology events and meetings. I guess I've got 4 times, like twice at the Buyers Club. I got convicted once at UVic for passing out joints. Busted again for giving out cookies. I got busted one other time in Bastion Square with my friend Scott. We got charged with possession, but nothing ever came up with that one. That was a really long time. So I guess I got busted 5 times. My friend Colby, he's got busted twice with me down at the Buyers Club. My friend Ryan has got busted once. Owen and the guy with no pants. Yeah. So they got that one. And you guys got the naked guy too.
Right on.
And you got Scott and Ryan and Colby and me. I see Scott. Oh, I read yours the first time. That's what's going on. No, but I said it was with the CBC. Yeah, arrested doing the Buyers Club work.
Oh no, did Owen forget him?
We'll have to look at the video to see, but I'm pretty sure that's what I said. So yeah, that's a tie. Both teams have got 5 down there. So.
I didn't want to put down
Well, at the club, if I said at the club, well, our bakery's the club.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm giving them Owen. I'm giving them Owen, so that makes it a tie there. So that means that Cheaply Puffins have got their 60, and Kushy Daze have got 30. So it's a big lead here coming to the last 3 questions, but it's not insurmountable. It's just 30 points. And if you get this music question here, that'll make a huge difference. So we ask a music question each week where I'll quote a song, and if they tell me the artist or the song, they get the points. So here it is. What song or artist says, if he said he swam to China and he sell you South Carolina? Cab Calloway and Reaper Man, there it is. Another fat 20 points. And with that question, actually, Chiefly Puffins have taken the game here. So congratulations, guys. You're in the finals. And I guess I don't feel so bad about screwing up one question then. Maybe I'll, because it was, who is Diane Walsh, or what does she do? She's a writer for the newspaper, and Fuzzy would have got that real quick. But anyway, I'm going to make you guys go through the last question here, which is our Price is Right question. Each week I ask a question about a product that's available for sale, and this one's in our newspaper. Within $2, how much for my friend Chris Bennett's book, Cannabis and the Soma Solution? Within $2, how much is my friend's book? My friend Chris Bennett's written 3 books on cannabis. 25, no. That would have been good for me, because my book's going to be $24.95, but not for Chris's book. What do you think? 30. No, it's not 30 either. And I said plus or minus 2, so that's a bit of a hint. It's certainly over $25. Don't want to give out too many hints. What do you think? $39.95. No, it's not $39.95. Quick guess here. What do you think, guys?
420.
420. You're a clown.
I know.
No. Yeah, we're doing multiple choice. So is it $27.50, $35, $45, or $55? How much for Chris Bennett's book, Cannabis and the Soma Solution? 2750, 35, 45, or 55. Which one of those answers? What you guys guess here? 35? Yes, it is 35, guys, but these guys had already won, so congratulations. I got prizes for y'all, so please don't leave, but congratulations, Chiefly Puffins. You're off into the next final round here and going for the bongs. So thanks, everybody, for playing. Thanks for bearing with me. It wasn't my best game tonight, but hopefully next week will be a little sharper. But it was still a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. It's been a great night. Before we leave, though, we have 42 seconds of silence that we put aside each week for the victims of the war on drugs. Mark Emery has got over 750 days left himself now, but he's spent over 850, so he's working it the other direction now. But there certainly are a lot of other friends, neighbors, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and cousins sitting in jail right now because of this stupid war on drugs. So each time we gather, we have 42 seconds we put aside for those guys and girls sitting in jail. So if you could all please join me, I'll give you a countdown to 3, and then 42 seconds, please, starting in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. It's been a really fun night. Have a great evening. Thanks for coming out, and smoke them if you got them.
All you guys have smoked us. You are now in the Kushy days.